Welcome to HDFC Securities 5-minute market wrap-up for the week ended 10th May 2024. Indian markets corrected sharply during the week, with the Nifty ending lower by 1.87%. The broader markets did even worse. The small cap index was down 3.8% and the BSE mid cap index was down 3.27% during the week. Among sectoral gainers, Nifty FMCG and Nifty Auto managed to close in the positive. The Nifty PSU Bank saw a sharp correction of 6%. The BSE Consumer Durables and the BSE Oil and Gas indices also closed lower by more than 4.5%. FIIs were large net sellers, selling rupees 6,000 crores or more on Wednesday and Thursday. However, DIIs stepped up, purchasing rupees 17,367 crores of equities and cash. This week, 3 IPOs closed on the main board and saw strong oversubscription in each IPO. Next week, Go Digit Insurance IPO will close on May 17, that is Friday. In select market movers during the week, shares of Bharat Forge rallied 12% after the company reported a 78% YOY increase in consolidated net profit. Shares of Marico Limited were up 14% after the company reported a 5% growth in profit. Shares of Sonata Software were down 23% during the week after it reported a consolidated net revenue decline of 12% quarter-on-quarter. Shares of SRF fell 11% after the company reported a 24% YOY decline in Q4 net profit. In select earnings update, BSE revenue rose by 115% even as the net profit increased by 16.5% after the change in regulatory fees required to be paid by BSE. SBI reported a 24% YOY increase in net profit in Q4 of FY24. Asian Paints net profit was largely flat as revenue increased by 0.6% during the quarter. Tata Motors consolidated Q4 profit jumped 46% year-on-year, even as the revenue increased 13% year-on-year. In other newsmakers during the week, NSE will conduct a special live trading session on 18th May 2024, that is next Saturday. SEBI has rejected NSE's proposal to extend trading hours in equity derivative segment. RBI proposed new stringent rules for project finance, including higher provisioning during construction and classification of delayed projects as non-performing assets. PSU banks corrected sharply due to their higher exposure to infrastructure loans. In key macroeconomic news, Bank of England kept rates unchanged at 5.25% and the British economy grew 0.6% in the quarter, ending the recession that it entered last year. Eurozone services PMI rose to 53.3 versus expectations of 52.9. Japan services PMI also rose to 54.3 in April versus expectations of 54.6. US weekly jobless claims rose more than expected to 231,000 compared to expectations of 210,000. US markets rallied sharply with the S&P 500 ending the week higher at 1.85%. In this section, we discuss select reports published by the research teams of HDFC Securities. You can access these reports on our website. Ambuja Cements has guided that it will increase its cement capacity to 140 million tons by FY28. This is a 75% increase over FY24 capacity. We retain an unchanged target price of Rs 620 per share with an add rating. Larsen & Toubro delivered inline performance, but the margin guidance for FY25 was muted. We retain a buy target, but marginally reduced the target price to 4,033 rupees per share. TVS Motors margins continue to improve with the Q4 EBITDA ahead of our estimates. Our retail research team published a note on United Spirits, which has a portfolio of world-class brands including Johnnie Walker, Black Dog, Royal Challenge, McDowell's No. 1 and Smirnoff. We have a base case fair value of Rs 1,319 per share. That is all for this week. Do refer to the detailed disclaimer on the screen. Please note that the securities discussed in the presentation were for information and educational purposes only. Thank you.